Aidan from the Red Dice, Blacksmith Prince, and today we're going to be talking about something new and it's coming up soon. What's this? Oh, it's the Kingsfell Dice Mold. Well, I guess today this is what we're going to be doing now, so we're going to put it through some tests, because my molds are starting to break apart, so I need some new ones. I guess this will work. I'm going to bring my dad because he hates being on camera, so I'm just going to torture him a little bit, just to get back at him for something he did a little bit ago. So, I see you're making dice with the new Royal Mold System.
I am. You asked me to use the new Royal Mold System to make, I believe her name is Sarah?
Yes.
She backed and supported your dice box, holiday dice box.
Yeah.
Okay, so we chose, you said I could do a pink.
Yes.
And you know I'm going to do my worm dip. I love my worm dip. And you said you wanted
whenever pink is involved, you just do worm dip.
That's right.
You just go straight to that.
It is the brightest pink you can possibly find.
Yes.
So we took the sides off of the Royal Mold. This is a cap mold. This isn't the sprue mold. So this is an open face. So Caleb said it will let us do more. And you talked to Caleb a lot.
Yeah.
It'll let us do Petri style stuff and stuff like that. So normally, like always, we do this. How do you like the condiment containers I got you? I see you use them.
I like them. They're pretty good.
Does it let you get a better than a pour?
It lets me be able to do it quicker and is easier.
Okay, because I know your hands aren't as big as mine.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that you're using them, and they're part A and B.
Yeah.
And Reese's give us some great input so we don't mix them up. But like you always tell me, mix for 5 minutes. I know I got to do that. And look, I'm wearing my gloves. These are on me. And they're orange. 5 minutes later. So I've mixed for 5 minutes. Believe me, it's mixed. And you know, look at that. Worm dip. Okay. Worm dip. I love it.
That's a lot. That's half a pipette.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to have that much.
Well, you did. And you obviously looked at it because you held it for a second and were like, oh, okay, that's good.
More pink, more better.
Oh.
But it's worm dip. It's got a great quality to it. You get them online.
Worm dip is good.
For the price you pay, it's a lot better than alcohol ink. But it's acetone based. You just got to mix it. You got to mix it a lot.
Yeah.
And get the acetone out. And even when your dice come out, sometimes they feel squishy and gummy. Just let them sit.
Is that silver foil?
That is silver foil. And what I did wrong was I bunched it up into a ball and then put it in. And so I had to crush it up in the worm dip. I should have tore it into pieces.
Yeah, you should have used a little bit less too.
Hey,
I feel like that was a little bit too much.
No, there's no. You're just being negative, Nancy. So the core system there is awesome. It just goes together.
Yeah.
It's got little. Oh, I gotta clean it off. It's got little nubs to hold the top on.
Yeah.
And this is a system that is not out yet. He just finished his Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
And so he sent us a video.
We were one of the first ones to get it too, so
yeah,
I actually super appreciate that.
It is awesome. He is a great guy. He has taken a lot of time to make this system.
Yeah.
I mean, it is hands down better than any molds we have made. And I know that our molds are, like you told me, they were kind of deteriorating.
Yeah, they started to crack at the sides. So it's nice to see that this is good.
Gotta have my unicorns. Gotta put the unicorns in, like you said.
Unicorns. If unicorns exist, so will pink unicorns.
That's right. So this system is pretty easy. Wait till you see them come out.
It looks simple.
Obviously, we take our lighter, we get any bubbles at the top. Now, the problem with the foil is a lot of bubbles are underneath the foil and try to come out the top, and so it pushes.
Is the foil metal? Like, is it actual metal?
It is actual metal, but it's so thin, minute, but it just doesn't.
It just squishes.
Yeah. And they have edible 24 karat foil too that goes on cakes and stuff. So top off all these molds. I just need a little bit more. And so these molds you'll see right here, man. I'm telling you, it's so easy. I know you didn't get to see the first set I made to see if it worked and showed how to show you.
All right.
The sides go on. Okay.
And you just gotta put the
and
holders on,
and the holders hold it really tight. I was really surprised. The only thing I didn't do.
And now it's going into the pressure pot.
Well, I didn't put the rubber bands on, so that is something that next time I'll do. 5 rubber bands is what he suggests. And I guess I did not do that, but they came out
All right, it's
time beautiful.
For the pressure pot.
And here we go.
So this is how they turned out. I'm gonna take out this. The dice look good, but I don't really actually want to spend much time on the dice. So
and these are the dice you made for Sarah?
Yes.
Okay.
Take it apart, take out the plexiglass sides. One of them came out on this side. The dice look amazing.
And you said you didn't. I used too much worm dip.
You did.
I did not. Tell me that purple, that pink is not pink.
You're correct. It is in fact pink, but it was too much of the pink.
Well, the best thing about it is if they use too much worm dip, just keep mixing it. And if they get a little gummy at the end, let them sit out and they will be fine.
Yeah.
So how do you like those dice?
These dice are nice.
Yeah. They look real good.
Yeah. But for right now, enough about those. Time to talk about the molds, because this is a video about the molds and our review on them.
Alright.
So...
how did you like watching me do the molds? How did you like watching me do the molds?
I think they turned out awesome. Like, I think they worked super well. Like, was super easy to take apart and also take out the dice. Where, like, on some of the other ones, like we normally have, the blue ones, like, it's hard to take them apart, but mainly it's just hard to get them out because you have to squeeze them and possibly risk tearing them. With this one, you just take it apart, and then you just take them out, and it doesn't, like, do anything.
Look at the dice. There's very little sprue molds you even got to do to it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no flashing, really, because there's not a lot. So here's the thing that I've noticed about these molds, and I've talked to Caleb, and so have you.
Yeah.
And I've watched his videos. Caleb at Kingsfell Dice on YouTube, you can see it. He just finished his Kickstarter. What I think these molds are great as is, if you order most people don't have their own font.
Yeah.
And making resin is pretty cheap, but getting the silicone
is not.
It can be expensive because if you're going through molds every 3 months, well, now you're tearing up your molds like we are. We have been tearing up some molds because we're trying to push a bigger item through the smaller hole to do molds. What I like about these is they come off. It pulls apart, and you don't. If you look at the numbers, look at those numbers. They're not ripped in any way. There's no tearing. So what I'm going to suggest to us, and what me and Aidan are going to do, is we're going to buy a set of molds with our own font on it in the future. And what that will allow us to do is have our own font. It will be a little bit more expensive for the startup, but each mold after that will be at cost for what he charges.
Yeah.
The time that he put into these are awesome. What do you think about the top? These are top. So this mold here is made for what, more inclusions to put more stuff down deep inside. Petri dish molds.
The thing about this set is that due to, if you look, when it's closed, there's not really room to put bigger stuff into like other molds because it has a smaller space on some of these, and it can be pretty hard because I can't even fit my index finger into the D20 space. Can barely do it on the D12. So it makes it a little bit harder, except for the D6 and D4, to put stuff into. And
well, these holes are a lot bigger than what we have on our molds.
Yeah, but we'd have to put them in first and then put these in.
Yeah.
Because it just won't fit normally.
Yeah. These are going to be, I would say these are going to be the future of what Little Red Dice you're going to go towards, because these are. I think these are going to last at least a good year.
Yeah. These are super durable, and the sides have plexiglass on them too, which keeps them from...
The acrylic slides, yeah. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put the rubber bands on like he showed in his video.
Rubber bands just keep them closed better, but it seems to work out fine even with just these 2 clamps.
Yeah. If you haven't seen his video, go to Kingsfell Dice on YouTube. And we've watched it numerous times at the house.
Yeah.
We probably got 100 views on it just for that.
Yeah, we probably just overanalyzed it a lot also.
But what he's doing is he's doing phenomenal work. This is going to be really game-changing.
And it's revolutionary too for us.
Much like the worm dip.
Yeah.
Everybody's sleeping on the worm dip. And look how pink those... Pull one of those dice back over here. Give me a D20.
Oh, okay.
Look at that D20. Look how beautiful that is. That's for Sarah, who, like we said earlier, supported your holiday dice box giveaway. Look at that D20. Look at it. It's going to roll 20s all day long. No.
That was not a 20.
That's not a 20.
I'd like my money back, please.
What? Alright. Well, I mean, our next video is going to be something cool. I know we have holiday dice coming up. And
also, we will be ordering a sprue mold version.
Yeah, you talked to him and he said he's going to send you a sprue mold.
Yeah.
And so we can tell people about that too. So.
Yeah. So we can get a look at both of them. And maybe we'll get like a mix of both.
Well, we'll have one of each.
Yeah. Just get a sprue and cap mold.
Yeah. Just think, next year we might have 7 of each one because I'd like to buy as many as I can.
Yeah.
At one time and just be like,
and then use like each mold one at a time possibly, and also just make more dice with these because these are gonna last a long time, super durable, and they're super nice.
And when you make the mold, when you make dice, a lot of people make dice, pull their dice out, and then make another set. Pull their dice out, and make another set. It's really hard on the silicone that's out there in the community. Yeah. We don't use smooth-on. We have a place called here Tap Plastics.
Yeah.
And they have some really phenomenal items.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more spendy.
But it is super good at getting the job done and works super well.
Yeah, and we know how to use it. And we can go right there to our local store and get it. We don't have to wait for Amazon.
They have a huge wall, like, just for the silicone. Like, just one giant wall just for silicone. It's just super good.
And they cut acrylic to size and all that stuff. Well, we should thank Caleb over at Kingsfell Dice, right? For this mold. I can't thank him enough because we have gone through so much silicone making molds. We are still standing, like you said, standing up your own Dice Masters to make your own molds.
Yeah.
But it'll be nice to just order your mold with your font through him. What else? Thank Natalie Cox for sending you your glitter herpes. Yeah, it gets everywhere. And the glow powder. How did you like the glow powder? Was it good?
Glow powder.
I know we talked on it earlier.
Yeah, the glow powder works amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Just amazing.
Well, I have to go make some dinner. I can't say thank you enough. That was fun. I didn't have to be on camera, but my voice did. So I'm not afraid anymore.
You might be soon.
Oh, man. All right. Thanks, Aidan. I gotta go.